This video is brought to you today by my friend Gabby Racias. Check out her YouTube channel where she likes to sing. Link in the description. So hey, you know that Disney Fox deal that we've been talking about? Well, 21st Century Fox says it looks like it's scheduled to close. So the Disney 21st Century Fox deal is set to close on March 20th at 12:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be looking at some notes from my iPad here. TechCrunch said that the fact they're giving out this date, it implies that the deal has gotten the final approval needed from the regulators in Mexico. And Adweek has said what will come of this deal was what we largely expected, and that Disney will get their hands on the 20th Century Fox movie and TV studios, also the properties, as well as cable networks like FX and National Geographic, India Star Network, and Fox's 30% stake in Hulu. In terms of Fox's more news-oriented channels like Fox News and Fox Sports, they're going to be spun off into a new company simply called Fox. Yeah, just like we talked about. And that now, unfortunately, there are reports that there are going to be layoffs that will come with this deal. Some sources say it'll be up to 4,000 layoffs. CNN goes as far as to expect around 5,000. So if that does happen, which is unfortunately expected to come with this deal, I'm really sorry for people who are potentially going to lose their jobs. I mean, I'm a person myself who's doing a lot of job searching, so I can only offer you guys the absolute best of luck, and I hope you can get somewhere. So what exactly will come with this deal? Well, even though, it can be pretty much confirmed from what Disney will be getting their hands on from Fox, in terms of like the properties, I would say is still up for speculation until they get much more proper announcements. I mean, of course, with this deal, it hopefully means that we'll see X-Men and the Fantastic Four become part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and they're more than and I would guess that they're probably going to be rebooted to be put in the MCU. But as I've said many, many times whenever I talk about the Disney/21st Century Fox deal, my main concerns lie in terms of R-rated properties, as well as what is Disney going to do with Fox's vast library of movies. Fox as a studio goes back, multiple decades, and, we're talking about movies like from The Sound of Music to something like the Kingsman movies. I mean, obviously Fox has made way more movies even before Sound of Music, but I'm just saying as a classical example. I know that currently Fox properties like X-Men, Kingsman, and even Deadpool, they currently have sequels in production. I mean, most notably, probably something like X-Men Dark Phoenix. And I know Bob Iger has said that movies like Deadpool can still have a place even after the Disney Fox deal has gone through, but I'll be convinced when I see something like a Deadpool 3 coming out after this deal is fully completed. I mean, I think a lot of people were scared when Once Upon a Deadpool came out last year because it was PG-13. I think even in one of the trailers, Deadpool joked that, one of the reasons we made the PG-13 cut was because of Disney. So I figured that might have scared some Deadpool fans and made it sound like, oh no, Fox is trying to prove that Deadpool can be PG-13. So I hope Disney doesn't go that route, even though Iger, said, and, don't worry about it, we'll just release it under a appropriate manner for it to be released. I still want to see a even more substantial announcement when that comes out. And the other question in terms of what is going to happen to Fox's vast library of movies, see, the thing about that, the really interesting thing is, you might have heard another announcement recently that Iger said that Disney Plus, which is Disney's new streaming service, you could say their Netflix competitor, would pretty much contain Disney's entire movie library. So with that mindset, does that mean, and you'll be able to watch every 20th Century Fox slash Fox Searchlight movie on Disney Plus. We don't really know. I know when I covered my Disney Plus video, the announcement showed that National Geographic content will be part of Disney Plus, but still really up in the air. I mean, could you imagine if, let's take Hulu for instance, since that's pretty much going to be since it's all but confirmed to be the place where Disney is going to put the Fox related content, especially the more adult oriented content. It's really hard for me to imagine, like, let's say you go onto the Hulu service and you can watch all the 20th Century Fox movies, but movies from other studios, I mean, I guess in terms of principle, Disney could do that now that they're pretty much going to get Fox, but I don't know. It just seems, something about that just seems really odd and kind of lopsided. Interestingly, though, TechCrunch reported that Iger said that we will see non-Disney related content on the Disney Plus streaming service. Like right now, there are reports. I think I read there was like a report of a CBS production that's coming to Disney Plus. And in the story, Iger said, hey, we're cool with third-party content coming to the service. I'm not sure that if I can take that as indication that we'll see like the Fox movies, especially even something like the Blue Sky animated movies, like Ice Age and Robots, which are much more family friendly. I guess could happen, but I'm still really not sure. But I would like to see the Fox movies still be a part of Disney's service once this goes forward. But what's going to happen to 20th Century Fox and Fox Searchlight is still anyone's guess. As much as I'm concerned, just like what John Campea said, that Disney might just strip Fox for parts and, do things like, oh, we're going to put X-Men and Fantastic Four in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and we'll release Avatar potentially through the Disney banner. I mean, I guess technically could happen or something like that. I mean, there was already that Avatar attraction down at Walt Disney World, right? But I'd like to think, even though I don't think Disney will do this, is that they'll keep the 20th Century Fox and Fox Searchlight names when the deal goes through, and maybe they could use 20th Century Fox as kind of like what they already use Touchstone Pictures for, where they release movies they don't want to use the Disney banner for, like if they're not family-friendly movies, and they could use the Fox Searchlight asset for the similar purpose. And I think it would be really cool if Disney could hold on to the Fox Searchlight name, especially because, Fox Searchlight has released many, many Best Picture nominees and winners. Although I reported a while back, Variety said there was this kind of rumor going around, rumor/theory, that if Disney were to do that, then they would have to get rid of the name Fox from those brand names. So they would just basically become 20th Century and Searchlight. I know, funny enough, the last time I talked about that sort of theory, I said in the video, that sounds desperate if they just take the word Fox out, and somebody in my comments section was like, how does that sound desperate? I mean, I guess me and others can get used to, like, let's say if, I'm not saying Disney will do this, but let's say they do go that route and they do keep the names 20th Century and Searchlight. I guess people can become acclimated to it over time, but it's the kind of thing where, like, why they can't use the word Fox. They just have to, get some window wipers and be like, we have 20th Century and Searchlight pictures. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm really weird like that. So it definitely looks like this deal is going through, like, I would say, at least in terms of what Disney's going to get their hands on, in terms of getting their hands on a lot of Fox's properties and production studios. I think that was pretty much to be expected. That was what a lot of people were thinking and were expecting when, there were rumblings that, oh my God, Disney is considering picking up the movie and television production assets from 21st Century Fox. So I honestly think that we're going to see the effects of this deal perhaps in the next couple of years. It's funny because, when I was doing the research for this video, I was reading that, there were a couple Kingsman movies in development, and of course, X-Men Dark Phoenix is coming out. So, obviously the effects of this deal aren't going to come, overnight. I mean, it's probably going to take a couple years for us to see where this really goes. So, I'm interested in seeing how it goes because this could potentially bring really drastic changes to Disney and especially Fox. So I'm really curious to see how they're going to use the assets. I said before that I kind of am worried that maybe they are just going to strip at Fox parts and they'll do things like, oh, we're going to release the Sound of Music on Hulu, and oh, look at that, we're going to reboot X-Men and Fantastic Four and put them in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because as of right now, and I'm not saying I hate these movies, by the way, I'm just saying that Disney's main money makers right now are their animated movies, their live action remakes. Yes, I know lots of people hate the live action remakes, but they still make money. And also the Marvel properties and Star Wars. So in order for them to do things like keep the 20th Century Fox and Fox Searchlight names, whether they change the names or not, they're going to have to make some significant money for them. In terms of the R-rated properties, I could still see, especially with something like Deadpool, since Deadpool 1 and 2 made lots of money and things like that. And of course, Avatar, love it or hate it, still ranks among the highest grossing movies of all time and that kind of stuff. So, and yeah, I mean, you guys know just as well as me, I was making fun of Disney being greedy even when I was, a little kid. So, it's like the old hackneyed expression says, if there's money in it, they'll do it. But we'll just have to wait and see. But please post your thoughts down below. Are you interested in the Disney Fox deal? What are your thoughts? Are you nervous? Are you scared? Do you wish this deal never happened? Or are you optimistic? Or are you even cautiously optimistic? Let me know your thoughts down below. This has been Blood Moon Bobby, and thank you guys for watching. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this Blood Moon Bobby video. Like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and feel free to leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell to get notified when I release my latest videos. Follow me at Blood Moon Bobby on your favorite social media platforms to take part in polls, see my tech tips, and to hear about my video plans. Thanks for watching.